Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it. Write for Pollution Booklet, Box 1771, Radio City Station, New York.
No, I can't have it. I just can't believe it. Why me? Venereal disease. The doctor will know. But what if I do have it? And he has to tell my parents. Maybe if I tell him not to say anything. No, I can't take the chance. If I could only trust him. No. No, he'll just tell. Maybe it'll go away by itself. I won't tell him or anyone else.
VD doesn't go away by itself. If you think you have it, call for information toll-free, 800-523-1885, or talk to your doctor or local health department.
Announcing a revolutionary new discovery about the seatbelt. It's beautiful. All across this land, America's heart has been captured by the belt. While it's always been functional, it's now being pressed into service everywhere to keep things where you want them to be. Everybody can use one. And we all know they're as easy to get out of as they are to get into. No trick to it. When you sit down, America, show the world you care. Click today with the belt. We welcome you.
Children are curious about what makes things go. He thinks he knows how to drive the car now. She left the keys in the car and the engine running. Always take your keys out of the car.
All right, where the hell have you been? In and out, up and down, never home. It's a mess. You're a mess. But it's so romantic when you're young, so poetic. My father would have taken a belt to me. I wouldn't dare talk back to my father. I was afraid to. Is that what it is? Are you afraid to talk to me? Wait a minute. Where the hell have I been? Hey, I waited up for you. I wanted to talk with you. You know, you're important to me, but there's something missing. We've been far apart lately. I don't know what to say. But I do love you. I really do love you.
You know, for a little guy, you've had a heck of a lot to drink.
What's size got to do with it? I didn't drink any more than you did.
Give me those keys and let me drive you home.
Give me my keys, man. I can hold as much as anyone else here. Barmaid! This is one place where a little guy's equal to anybody else. Here, let me have another one, baby. I didn't drink any more than he did. If he's not drunk, I'm not either. I may be small, but I got a lot of capacity. Haven't you heard? The bigger they come, the harder they fall. And I can stay drink for drink with anyone. Anyone.
Sure, Mac. Sure.
You're not just a number with God. He knows your name.
Sure, the United States Marine Reserve teaches you a lot, like how to take a beachhead, how to defend yourself. And did you know some Marines even get to drive tanks? Oh yes, after the 6-month training period, your weekend duty is always close to home. And like all good Marines, you're always on the ready. Think about joining up with the United States Marine Corps Reserve. We're looking for a few good men.
Do you believe that men and women are equal in the sight of God? That oneness of mankind is like a pivot around which spiritual and practical life revolve? That all children must receive a basic education? That man must work to abolish extreme wealth and extreme poverty? That all men and women must have equal opportunities, rights, and privileges? That men must seek for truth in spite of custom, prejudice, and tradition, in common devotion in a united world? That Earth is but one country, and mankind its citizens, with all peoples working together in faith, patience, and courage, this will inevitably come to pass. This has been a public service announcement of the Baha'i faith.
What's wrong with this picture? It shows mistakes many people make every day. This. And this. Underwriters Laboratories suggest you unplug your toaster before trying to get your toast out. You know, safety is a team effort. Just for safety's sake. Will you remember? Good.
Hello, this is Cesar Romero. You know, when all the pieces are finally put together, it makes a pretty nice picture. But it's really not a puzzle at all. It's a solution. The airport that serves your area provides an up-to-the-minute link between your town and the rest of the world. You see, an airport is more than just a pattern of runways where planes come and go. For you, for business and industry, in employment, in community growth and development, your airport is a most important part of the American way of life. Yes, airports are America.
Airports America, Airports America, Airports America, AOCI.
On a day like this, who cares about anything? She's got the sun, the sky, the spray, and a guy. Who cares if the world goes by? Well, when you talk about caring, you got the right gal. She's an Air Force nurse, and caring is her business. It's not all play and no work, you know. Her job is to care, to give the best medical care to the men and women of the Air Force. For over 20 years, the Air Force nurse has been keeping our boys healthy, keeping America strong. It's a tradition, the Air Force Nurse Corps. But it's not all work and no play either, you know.
Now, dear, that's quite enough. Remember, you have to drive down to the drugstore soon.
Don't worry, Mary. I've learned how to hold my liquor.
Prescription's on the table. The doctor said he wanted you to start with that medicine today.
If you want to be a serious drinker, you've got to stay in training. The drivers you got to watch out for are those who've had a nip and aren't used to it. An old pro can drink those rum rookies under the table any old day. Yes, sir. It takes daily conditioning. If you're going to drink and not have it affect you. When you've had as much elbow-bending experience as I've had, you're immune to alcohol.
Sure, Mac, sure.
Running down a dead-end street, where you think you're going? You're playing odds that you can't beat, where you think you're going? Where you think you're going, shooting up, losing hope, it's such a stupid game. Cannot win, where you think you're going? Where you think you're going?
This is Robert Lamm of Chicago. A lot of our friends and a lot of your friends aren't around anymore because they were shooting dope. We miss them.
Only a real square would try to start a car without fastening his seatbelt.
Wonder how she did that.
Of all food products, meat and poultry are the only ones under constant surveillance by federal food inspectors. For example, at this meat processing plant in Madison, Wisconsin, 38 federal meat inspectors on duty day in and day out keep continuous vigilance over the production of sausage and smoked meats. Resident inspectors make sure that each step in the preparation of these products meets rigid USDA standards. This is part of the federal meat inspection program, which also includes the continuous testing of products, plant cleanliness, proper storage, packaging, and labeling. Some companies, as an added measure of quality assurance, conduct their own quality control program to supplement the USDA. When you purchase meat products, look for this stamp. It tells you that these federally inspected products were prepared under the most careful conditions. This stamp is your assurance of wholesomeness. A public service message of the Consumer Relations Department of Oscar Mayer.
Whatever happened to what God has joined together, let not man put asunder?
Put it in your pipe and smoke it, except when it's a dangerous drug. This innocent-looking briar and pouch contained material worth thousands of dollars. Customs agents were alerted by a citizen, fellow passenger, And a dockside spot check stopped another source of international drug traffic. The delay to other passengers going through customs took an extra half hour. But wasn't it worth it?
Clear to open.
He's getting out. He paid for his mistake. We paid too, about 10,000 tax dollars a year to keep him there. Now he's tagged an ex-offender, and unless he gets a job, he'll probably be a repeat offender. If you're someone with a job to give, you can do something about rising crime. Have some faith in him. Give him a job.
Welcome home, Daddy. You home forever?
Forever, honey. You'll know all about him because he's in a rehabilitation program and he's been thoroughly screened. You complain about rising crime and the billions of tax dollars used to fight it, when the best way to fight crime is with jobs. The way to get this country working is to get people working. So if you have a job to give, call the National Alliance of Businessmen. Help America work.
Look at the world I have conquered. I've won every spin of the wheel. I get everything I go after. They ask me, how does it feel? I tell them that I'd trade the moon for a string with an orange balloon. And the day when my only dream was a dish of vanilla ice cream. Give me one more chance at the midway. Let me laugh and be give me back the world I remember. One more ride on the merry-go-round.
When a girl comes to work for the United States Air Force, we advise her to bring a few things of her own. Of course, the Air Force can supply plenty. When you're talking about being equipped, the Air Force has it. Well, you can imagine. The U.S. Air Force is the largest scientific and research organization in the world. That means a lot of jobs. Exciting, glamorous jobs open to a girl. 250 of them, at least. If she has a high school education, a girl may be offered anything from communication center specialist to photo interpreter. Everything from electronics programmer to dental specialist. You can bet the Air Force is pretty well supplied with everything imaginable to get the job done. Because the Air Force is the now place to be. Right where it's happening. Right where the space-age breakthroughs are. Ready to make things happen.
Windows, windows, windows. What to do with windows? That's an important decorating question with lots of different answers. The Oregon State University Extension Office in your county has a free consumer portfolio about window treatments. Ask your county extension office to send the window treatment consumer portfolio. The telephone number and address are listed under county government.